Okay, so welcome to our last and final battle for 2019, which was held at the Miniature Forest store, our local gaming store in Chiba, Kashiwa. And on the day, we had a massive game of 6,000 points with vampire counts, dark elves, and chaos versus orcs. So 6 people, 6 players. We were playing on an 8x4 table. And Paul had his own sort of terrain generating system that he liked to use when he played back in the day. So he organised all the terrain on the table. Then we rolled off for deployment for deployment, which they won. So they chose that side of the table. We got the other side, and then we rolled for initiative, and we got the first turn of the game. This game was a little unusual because we chose to do a drafting system for the magic items, so that all our characters had like random items that were drawn before the game started, and your battle standard could have one magic standard, and you could choose another magic standard for one of your units in the game that was eligible to take a magic standard. So that's how we handled that. So the spells were just drawn at random as normal, and then we had the first turn, so we sort of started moving all our guys up and march them across the table as quickly as possible. As orcs being orcs, you want to get in contact with the enemy as quickly as possible. Paul had about 4 repeater bolt throwers, and I think they were the only war machines on their side. We had just had a rock lobber, and we had some chariots. Wellington had some chariots there as well. So we had 2 main features on the board there, as you can see, like a large lake which was impassable and a smaller lake which was difficult ground, and some rock outcrops as well. Okay, so as the game got underway, basically the orcs advanced on their first turn and March moved up. The trolls were sort of situated in a bad place. They were situated where that difficult terrain was, and that sort of slowed them down and impeded them the entire game, and they just didn't make contact with anything. So that was an enormous amount of points wasted on our side. The chariots and the cavalry, they did what they were supposed to do. They did their flank attack, and just remembering the chaos player Stephen, he did have a chariot, so that was one of the other war machines they had, and so yeah, we used those for the flank attack, and I think Sam had some skirmishing savage orcs on the other side, and they were sort of fighting it off with Paul's dark riders on that side as well. And I think in the resulting battles, as we got closer to each other and we started engaging hand in combat and the charges got off, we just came off on the sore end of things, and yeah, our unit started breaking and running away and being overrun by undead and by the chaos armies in general. Sam was the only one really lucky enough that his units pretty much got away unscathed. I don't think any of his units actually died, and he caused the most damage out of all of us combined. So he did really, really well. But yeah, it had its moments. Had a few moments in there that were quite special, and had us sort of cheering all at the same time on our dice rolls and that kind of thing. Yeah, Sam's unit, just before you could see his savage orcs were transported by the hand of Gork in behind that chaos unit there of knights, 5 knights, and they just took them out one turn. It was beautiful. So yeah, that was nice to see. But then my black orcs with my general, my battle standard, got routed in hand-in combat by a really small unit of chaos warriors and overrun and taken down. My giant did absolutely nothing, and Sam's giant also died during the game, so that was quite a waste of points. And I think Wellington's, all his orcs died during the game, apart from the trolls that were stuck in the bog, so that was quite sad for him. But overall, really good day, and congratulations to the guys for winning. They did that emphatically, and they won by a huge margin. So, but yeah, we really enjoyed it. It was good to get together and for the last day before the end of the year, and have a bit of a last big run out before 2020 starts, and we can think about what we're going to do for the next year, for the new year, and yeah, see what our plans are for then, and we can think about maybe running a campaign or doing more battle reports, or playing some other systems. I don't know yet, but we're playing fantasy mainly now, and I think we're really enjoying it. So I hope you enjoyed that battle report. Sorry there was no video this time, but I'll catch you again in 2020.